Hey, friends and family. Welcome to Marcie Creates. This is Marcie. And I have Didi's Deluxe Bead Box, the June bead box. I think she may be sold out of July already. But I do know that there are some sales going on this week with Didi's Deluxe Bead Box. So I will put her website in my descriptions and also Facebook page because that's where Stella's the owner, announces any kind of sales or special deals that she has. So if you like this box, they go very quick. They're sold on the 12th of the month and like around noon. But this company's in Canada, in Quebec. So depending on where you live, there may be a time difference. But these are just some of my favorite boxes to get. They're absolutely so thoughtfully curated and I just really love them. So I'm excited to bring this to you today. And then once we look at the beads, I thought we could make a quick pair of earrings tonight. Coming to you a little bit late. And also, by the way, before we get into this, I just want you to know that you all have a guardian angel in the form of my father, who informed me yesterday that the noise was too loud with the fans going. So I had already thought about getting some noise canceling microphones. So I am using a noise canceling microphone. So I hope that the audio on this video is better. I did test it and I thought it sounded better, but you all let me know in the comments. But without further ado, let's take a look at this June box. It is spectacular. Of course, I peeked. Anyway, here we go. First of all, I love the way she packages everything. It's so pretty. Always a cute little sticker. Here is our list of what is in the box. And this is called The Beauty of Tourmaline. Our June edition brings you one of my favorite stones, celebrated for its feminine array of colors ranging from soft pastels to deep, vibrant tones. This stunning gem will inspire you to create distinctive and eye-catching designs effortlessly. I love tourmaline also. So, beautiful box. So, let's take a look at what we have. Just going to put this to the side here so I can refer to it. First of all, oh, those are mine. Uh, you can see I'll be using some seed beads later. Look at that. Oh my goodness. I do love tourmaline. I think it's a really beautiful array of colors and it's just gorgeous so in all shades. This is the Czech inspired strand. She always puts a Czech inspired strand, and there's usually Czech beads I've never seen before. I believe this might be a gemstone, but I don't know what kind it is. If anyone knows, let me know. This looks like apatite. And we've got some beautiful roses. Look at that beautiful fuchsia color. This is the English cut. I love that. We've got some leaves here, some spacer beads, bead caps, three of these really pretty roses. Love that. So that's our strand. We'll put that down there. Then we have tourmaline rondelles. And this is a very generous strand, 15 inches. Look how gorgeous. These are very high quality. They're really beautiful. Can't wait to play with those. All right, we also have soft toned tourmaline jade. I think that might be this. Nope, this. Yeah. Oops. Got a little knot. That's all right. I'm just going to hold it in the palm of my hand. Beautiful pastels, aren't they? Same tones, but more of a pastel. That is just gorgeous. Really pretty. If you like pastels, There's your strand right there. And they're just so pretty. Love it. Eye-popping so far, don't you think? All right, so then we have a 7-inch assorted size green strawberry nuggets. That is probably these. And those are also gorgeous. I love that color. It is so rich. Very lush green. Almost matches the paper she picked out. I'm going to fold that back so we have more room. All right, let's see. We have 7 inches of 8mm faceted diamond cut rutilated quartz. That's this. These beautiful, gorgeous things. I love all the different variations within the stones. A lot of visual interest. It's kind of working as a neutral with all of these, which is nice. Sometimes with these very rich colors, your eye needs a soft place to land. You know what I mean? A little bit of a neutral goes a long way. All right, 7 inches of 8mm fancy pink sage mixed glass beads. That's these. Again, we've got pinks and greens. Very, very, very subtle. Is that beautiful? Love that. 8mm. Then we have 7.5-inch 8mm deep aqua blue textured glass beads. Aren't those pretty? Love the texture. It gives it a very glossy look. It's really beautiful. Love that. Also gorgeous. I love the different variations of green. If you like green, this is your box. But there's other colors too, but lots of green. It's absolutely beautiful. All right, 15 inches of 4mm sage green electroplated crystal rondelles. That's these. Get a lot of those. I love how sparkly they are. Absolutely gorgeous. Can't go wrong with a Didi's box, I tell you. Oh, and she also has check mixes that she does on her website. Those are also really gorgeous. I encourage you to check it out. Okay. Where do we go? Oh, 15 inches of 4mm sage green electroplated. That's these. 10 pieces, 12 to 14 sage green luster ceramic beads. I think that's these. 10 pieces. Ooh, they look like grapes. Don't they look like grapes? I love them. Really pretty finish on these. But I think grapes when I look at those. Now I'm hungry. Oh boy. Sometimes these do look beautiful enough to eat, but I don't recommend it. All right, 10 pieces of 10mm Mystic Sage flat teardrop crystals. I think that's these guys. Ooh. Love the luster on those. Let's see, where are they drilled? They drilled top to bottom? Yes, they are. So, aren't those gorgeous? I had a car this color. It was a cute little Hyundai. Well, it was more like this color, maybe. Somebody called it my little green Easter egg. It was a little hatchback. It was really cute. I loved that car. Okay, 24 pieces of 18mm top drilled tourmaline leaf mix. Yeah, this is really, really gorgeous. Really gorgeous. I love all these colors together. And this is a definite nod to complementary colors done in varying shades, because the pinks and the fuchsias have red. Then you've got all these greens and blue greens, and those are opposite on the color wheel. So then you have some more like very, very light yellow, also acts kind of as a neutral. Absolutely gorgeous. Love that pop of, of turquoise. Listen to me, of fuchsia. That's going to be very eye catching. But this whole box is eye catching, in my opinion. Ooh, I just love looking at those. Beautiful. All right. 6 pieces of fancy cut green drawbench lucite spacers. That is these, and these are very interesting looking. They're really cool. Again, this is something I've never seen before. I love getting her boxes because there's always stuff in there I have not seen. And look at these. Aren't those cool? There's the hole right there. They have a little bit of gold stripes in there, little gold accents. Whoops. And they're lucite. Those are going to be really cool as spacer beads. All right. 2 packs of 14 millimeter fancy filigree gold iron connectors. Yeah, these are super pretty too. Again, I peeked, so you know. I can't hang on to the box and not open it, and I've had it a few days, but you know, um, the reveal for these boxes happens on the 12th, and so out of respect and not to ruin the surprise for everyone, I don't do my unboxings until it's been revealed on Facebook. But look at these. Aren't those gorgeous? Love those. And then there's another design. I can't really pick my favorite. I like them both for different reasons. But look at these. I think of a stained glass window. In fact, these colors in a stained glass window, wouldn't that be amazing? Ugh, look at that. But I really love these. Whoops, come back here. Love that. They're very lightweight. So if you do earrings with them, which I may do, they're not going to weigh anybody's ears down. So that's cool. And last but certainly not least, the bonus in this box is a 14 millimeter gold plated brass tourmaline chip filled faceted pendant. And I dare you to say that 10 times twice. 10 times twice. 10 times fast. You guys, I promise I do I know what I'm talking about, but my brain and my mouth don't always cooperate with each other. Uh, as a friend of mine used to say, I mean everything I know. But look at this. I mean, there's a lot of chips in there, and they move around too. And look, the glass is faceted, so it adds more sparkle. It is a very substantial pendant. Uh, it is heavy, but it comes with a bail, which is nice. And you could put something around here if you wanted to. You could wrap some silk around that, or you could add wire and do wire wrapping. That might be kind of cool. Add some maybe some little filigree things on the side, or you don't want to really cover too much of these. beautiful chips. But this is a great way to use up chips too. I was thinking about those bezels that you can buy. You could put chips in there and then do the resin that you pour. That would be nifty. So all in all, I have to say this is really a stunning box. Of course, I never am disappointed with a Didi's box ever, and this by far is no exception. I mean, so much beauty in the colors. You've got such a wide variety of finishes, ranges of color. You got some things that are very, very saturated in color, like these. Then you have very pale, like these. You have accents of gold, which look really beautiful with all these colors. You have little pops of fuchsia that pick up the fuchsia in this wonderful strand. I love this kind of turquoise color too. Need to pull in some more turquoise because that bluish green looks great. So anyway, I think what I'm going to do is go off camera for just a moment and set all these things up and unstring them so that we can play and make some earrings. Thought I'd do a pair of earrings tonight. It's probably not going to be a complicated pair, but um, I do have wire wrapping ideas, but I'm going to save that for a future video. So I'll probably do a couple of videos with this box coming up. But so tonight, since I've already done the unboxing, let me get set up. We'll do a pair of earrings, and I'll have to then say goodnight to you. All right, so hang tight. It's just going to be a second for you. It's going to be a few more minutes for me, and we'll start making some beautiful earrings. Okay, everybody. So I've gotten things kind of organized here. I was just arranging some things, and I just love lining this stuff up and looking at it. It's so pretty. Uh, so here's what we have to work with. These are some things that I pulled out of my stash to maybe add, but let me move this a little. Bear with me. Hope that didn't make too many people seasick by doing that, but I just realized you couldn't really see all the stuff. So, earrings. I have some thoughts. uh, I think tonight, though, I want to do like a stacking earring. I have new head pins that I bought, so they're perfect for that. Bless you, Cha Cha. My little allergy girl is sneezing. So yeah, we're gonna use some head pins, some ball head pins, and I also have some 20 gauge beadsmith wire that we'll use. And actually, you know what? Let me use some shorter ones. I'm not sure I need them that long. So let me pull these. Bless you, Cha Cha. I guess after this video, I'll be giving her another allergy pill. Poor baby. All right. So, what to do? Because all of this is gorgeous. Um, and I love these. I just think they would make some really pretty earrings. These gold pieces. They're very, very, very thin. I don't know if you can see that. They're pretty thin. They're very lightweight. But there are lots of places where you can thread through. You could do a loop or thread some stringing material through there. You could do a lot with these. So I absolutely love, I think I'm going to do pink. Hmm, actually, I like these. I like those. And I really want to pick out some, I want to do like a short stack of every color of the tourmaline. So let's see, we have, I need a fuchsia. I think we need another 3, 4, 5, 6. Need a deep green. Yeah. Let me see if I can find two of. They're probably not going to be exact, but you get what I'm doing, I think. I do need a lighter. There we go. Uh, what am I missing? Ah, okay. And these are so pretty. Love tourmaline. There were some spacer beads in with this. Yeah, these little wavy. Oh, there's some bead caps too, but I think I'll save those. Actually, I think I'm going to save those also, those wavy things. All right, so let's put our leaves on here. I've not seen this leaf before. I like it though. It's kind of got a more naturalistic shape. So, all right, so we're gonna put these on here. So we got our leaves on our ball head pins. I'm gonna hang them from these, and then I'm gonna do a stack on the top, and then we'll add an ear wire to each one. Let me grab my round nose pliers. Bless you, honey. Poor baby. She rolls around in the grass and then she doesn't understand why she's sneezing. Like, yeah, because you were digging for varmints. That's why. She's had that allergy. I give her over the counter Benadryl, which is safe for dogs. Um, oh, but she. All right, so I'm just going to do like a wire wrap loop. And I am going to. I don't know if you can see a little round uh, space in there. That's where I'm putting the leaves. Bless you, Cha Cha. I might have to go in a minute and give her a pill. I had to get up at 4 in the morning to give her one last night, or I guess this morning. I'm just going to do a messy wrap here. If you want to make it neater, if you decide to do this, then that's up to you. I do both, neat and messy. That's designer's choice, as I like to say. These are really fine head pins, too. Bless you, Cha Cha. My goodness. Let me come in here with these round nose. I mean, bent nose. Brown nose, bent nose. Brown nose, bent nose, puppy toes. I found this guy on YouTube. I can't think of his name right now, but he does voiceovers with animals. Oh man, is he hilarious? He just acts like he's the dogs. Bless you, Cha Cha. My goodness. And I mean, he just cracks me up. So funny. Okay. So there's our dainty. Almost looks like a dream catcher, doesn't it? That's really pretty. All right. So now let me make sure. This is 20 gauge. I want to make sure it's going to fit through this other. Yeah, it will. I had to think about that for a minute. I suppose you could do 22 gauge, which is thinner than 20 gauge. It's weird how the numbers get higher, but the wire gets narrower. That's something that confused me when I first started. Cha-cha, honey. Um, when I hang on, guys. Okay, sorry about that. I had to help my poor doggy. So I think she's okay now. Hopefully. All right. So where were we? We were going to make a wrap loop. Oh, and I was saying that I was confused about wire when I first started making jewelry until somebody explained to me it's counterintuitive, but the higher the number, the thinner the wire. So if you're new and that confuses you too, you're in good company because it doesn't seem right, but it is. So I think I'm just going to go around maybe twice. And this one's going to be a neater wrap up at the top here. I think I'll do one more turn. Yeah, I just thought those tourmalines would be pretty, the rondelles would be pretty stacked. Because I just love the array of colors. And I feel like representing all the little shades would be really pretty. So, I think I'll do this. Wow, those are slippery. What was it? Remember Julia Roberts in Pretty Woman when she's eating oysters and one goes flying? Slippery little suckers. that's that's these rondelles right here. Okay. I loved that movie. It was a great movie. I loved the bathtub scene where she's singing Prince. That was great. All right. Yeah, I'm liking this stacked like this. Ooh, that's really pretty. I love it. Now up at the top here, I'm just going to do a simple loop. Oh, I've got to add my gold bead. So up at the top here, we've got our wire wrapped leaf in our beautiful component. And then I am just going to bend this 90 degrees. And uh-oh. So I wanted my wire to go that way, and I accidentally did it behind this, which I think I can fix once I make the loop. Let's see. I need to cut a little of this off. And so, see how there's still room? Don't worry if that happens to you. I'm just going to open this up a little bit, and I'm going to use the more narrow end of my pliers, my round nose, see? So don't fret if that happens. Now, like I said, um, I need for the loop to be going this way because I am using, I'm going to be using some French ear wires. And that loop on the French ear wires faces forward. So for the earring to look right, because you want to see this pretty filigree piece, the loop needs to be this way. But as you can see, then that would put this sideways. So how you fix that, or how I fix it, is you grab the loop at one end with a pair of pliers, and we're going to twist this um, so that it goes in the direction we want it to. So right now it's facing this way. We're going to twist it. Now be gentle because you don't want to, depending on what gauge wire you're using, you don't want to snap your wire. Now, I mean, if you do, you just have to redo it. But, and trust me, I've had to many times, which is why I caution you on doing that. But it still needs to be straightened a little. But as you can see, now this loop is perpendicular to this loop. And so now we can put our ear wire, and you may need to adjust it a few times, but I think you get the gist. But and then for the French ear wires, if you don't use these, you basically I just kind of walk it back and forth till it locks. Now let's see. So yeah, we have a better orientation now. So when somebody's wearing it, you'll see this pretty pendant. And since these are rondelles, they're stacked, it doesn't matter what angle you see those at. So really it's just all about seeing this piece and also the leaf, which we also had to make perpendicular. So that is one earring. Let's do the other one. Since we're just doing one pair tonight. These head pins are really they're very thin and fine. Head pins do come in different gauges, and I think these are 26 gauge, if I had to guess, because they're really fine, which is nice if you're using a chain that's fine. If you're attaching things to a very fine chain, you're going to want a fine gauge head pin. Okay. Messy wrap on this one. And I believe I cut the extra off. Okay. Let's get our 20 gauge wire. And, oh, I'm going to cut I like to make the edges flush so you don't poke yourself. Just a little tip. We are going to make another loop. Like so. We're going to open it up. And the other side. I'm really glad this 20 gauge fits through these little tiny round holes. I'll be excited to see what other people do with these filigree pieces. It's amazing to me how we all get the same boxes, but everybody's work, first of all, is gorgeous. And secondly, and this is just what amazes me the most, is there's no two designs the same. It is astounding. I mean, you might have some that are similar, but everybody has their own, you know, their own mojo. And I love that. That's a fun thing about, I think, getting these boxes is that you're in this beading community and then everybody shares what they've made with pretty much the same things. You know, you'll add things possibly from your own stash or another box, and um, it's just so cool to see what people come up with. It's one of my most favorite things about jewelry making, especially with mystery boxes. Everybody has their own way of doing it. Just making sure. Oh, okay. I had two of those. I'm glad I checked that. That looks better. Okay. So now I'm going to try to pay attention this time so I don't have to redo what I did before. Notice that my loop is perpendicular. And you can see that really pretty filigree piece. So we want to make a 90-degree bend. And I think we did that right this time. Or we. I count us as we because hopefully, even though I can't hear you, I sense that you're saying, good job, or you can do it, or something like that. So thank you if you're saying those things. Okay. All right. Let's add our. Look what I forgot. I forgot the gold piece. Oh boy. So, got the loop right, but It never fails. So see, this is what I'm talking about. If this happens to you, and trust me, it happens to the best of us, it's just wire, okay? You can do it again. This literally doesn't take that long. I'm talking through it, so if I were just making it off camera, uh, I would say a few choice words and redo it. What can I say? I think I need a little bit longer piece anyway. So that works. Got those perpendicular. So, don't freak out. It's part of learning and designing. There's always going to be mishaps. Um, just the way it is. And I tend to do them a lot. I'm not afraid to let you guys see that because this is supposed to be fun. And I think sometimes we all take ourselves just a little too seriously. And, a little laughter and laughing at yourself is, I think, good for the soul. And, you know, you're in good company. Everybody has challenges or makes a boo boo or whatever. But fortunately, it's not brain surgery, so it's not a big deal if you have to redo something. Can't say the same for brain surgery. I'm amazed at people that do that for a living. Talk about stress. Okay. Let's see if I can remember everything I'm supposed to put on this now. I was proud of myself because I found out I had an extra bead and I got the orientation of the loop right. And look at me, I'm still adding things wrong. Ah! All right. I think I'll quit yapping for a second. All right. And you need to come on here. I can find where to put it. Okay. This is something else to think about. So you see how the leaves are curved? If you want them identical, that's fine. If you want like a mirror or a reverse, you can do this. That's a designer's choice as well. So now you have them kind of, going in opposite ways. I will say though that it's a really subtle difference, and most people aren't going to notice because even though these are right next to each other on my bead mat, they're not going to be right next to each other on somebody that's wearing them. So, but you as the designer can decide how exact you want to be about that kind of stuff. So again, I'm going to make sure that this is facing the right way. I think I'm going to grab there we go. And then let's bend. That didn't want to work. There we go. Okay. So we've got our 90 degrees. That should be enough. I have a little scrap pot I put these extras in. You can use them for all sorts of things. I was thinking it would be cool to cut them in little tiny pieces and add them to a resin piece as well. So don't throw those out. I think some places will recycle them. I'm not really sure where to go for that here, but I'm sure there's a place where you could send scrap metal. All right. Oh, that loop's a little bit tiny. I'm going to thread this through like this. And That looks good. So these are fun. Thank you if you stayed till the end of this. Oh, and just do me a favor too. If you would make sure you're subscribed. I keep finding that when I subscribe to things, then I'm all of a sudden not subscribed, and I don't know why that is. I haven't unsubscribed, but I have to resubscribe. So you just do me a favor and check. Also, if you click the notification bell, you know when I've uploaded the next video. And then also, I have a Facebook group. If you haven't joined, I'd love to have you. It's under Marcie Creates, and I will put that in the description. So here are our beautiful earrings. Tourmaline, the beauty of tourmaline. And it is beautiful. We didn't end up using any bead caps tonight. That's fine. Um, Sometimes all you need when you got a beautiful gemstone like this is just, something simple. Let me zoom in a little. Hang on, let me push this. Yeah. So there you go. Some earrings with the beauty of tourmaline, and I'm itching to do a necklace, so we're definitely going to, I want to play with this too. So definitely stay tuned for, click that notification bell so you know when I upload the next video and you can see what I do with the necklace. And we may even do a bracelet because there's a technique I learned from Danielle Wicks that I really think would be great for these beads. And so, yeah, stay tuned for that as well. Thanks for joining me tonight. And if you stayed till the bitter end and watched me fumble around, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And as always, take care of your sweet selves and be safe and take care of your families. And I will see you on the next video.